Welcome back to Scary Hours. I'm your host, Pete. Shout out to all my returning horror fans. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that bell before you go so you know when I drop a new video. Tonight on Scary Hours, we're diving into Hokum from Damian McCarthy, the mind behind Oddity. He isn't giving us the average haunted house movie. Nah, this is a supernatural story wrapped in grief, folklore, and psychological decay. So, let's dive in. A 2026 supernatural horror movie directed by Damian McCarthy, starring Adam Scott, Peter Coonan, David Wilmot, and Florence O'Desh. A grieving author travels to a remote Irish inn to scatter his parents' ashes, only to become entangled in local legends of a witch haunting the honeymoon suite. Once again, horror fans, we back with the third film from Damian McCarthy, who's stamping his spot in the horror genre with movies like Caveat, which I thought was pretty cool, and Oddity, in which I really like Oddity. That one was fire. Now displaying his nightmarish style of horror in Hokum. Not just a haunted hotel movie, it's also a haunted mind. Kind of hard talking about this one without spoiling, so I'll just keep it short and vague, but tell you from the top, check this one out in theaters now, and should hit shutters soon enough, no doubt before October. I'd say the tone feels close to The Shining without all of the Jack Nicholson craziness, more grounded in folk myth and personal trauma, beginning with Own Bum, a bitter, emotionally fractured writer who travels to a remote Irish inn to scatter his parents' ashes, only to discover the place may be haunted by something ancient and deeply malicious, a witch in the honeymoon suite. Yeah, I know, right? Pretty scary. But the horror doesn't just live in the building, it also lives in him, because he's a haunted man. And that's one thing I dig about this movie is the character development. Adam Scott delivers a layered performance that shifts between dark humor, emotional fragility, and self-destruction. His character Ohm is not going to finish the movie with the same attitude he begins the movie with. Because straight out the gate, we see he's an unlikable protagonist. He's rude and emotionally detached, and that's intentional. His grief manifests as arrogance, his trauma manifests as denial, and his past manifests as something far worse, with his predicament as he manages to get locked inside the hotel's honeymoon suite and his past trauma playing tricks on his mind, plus a witch haunting him from the basement. The film blurs the line between supernatural curse and psychological breakdown. But this ambiguity is key because Hokum never gives you clean answers as to if what's happening is the witch is doing or his mind playing tricks. And that's what makes it terrifying. You're never sure what's supernatural or what's his guilt, since something from his past involving his mother is reshaping reality around him. This is a slow burn full of atmospheric dread instead of a ton of jump scares. The pacing might stutter a bit in the middle, but still a decent story, a smart use of the folklore. Major plus for this movie is the score and sound design works wonders, setting the tension and atmosphere to match the heavy shadows and close framing. All three of McCarthy's movies look and feel like they belong in the same universe, so he's definitely got a signature style that works for him. Overall ranking of his three films, I have Oddity first, Hokum second, Caveat third. All of them great work, but I still had this right under Oddity. With that said, Hokum gets 3.5 stars out of 5. Definitely check it out and catch the other two streaming. Caveat for free on Fandango and Oddity right now on Hulu Disney Plus. Thanks for joining this Scary Hours deep dive into the latest horror release, Hokum. If you're looking for something loud and bloody, this isn't it. This one wants you to sit quietly in your thoughts and ask yourself, what have you done that you haven't faced yet? If you enjoyed this deep dive, subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, comment, and share this video. Come back for more Scary Hours late night finds and horror cinema. Until the next time, y'all be safe out there.